Okay, so another ramble session about money because I'm just going through it and I'm really trying to figure out how we got to this place. I'm trying to figure it out. So basically, like I showed you the downline, right? Like how the downline works. And there's basically no reason for us to have a job. There's no reason for anybody to have a job, really. There really isn't. Because as long as we're being taken care of, everything just comes. Everything. It just comes. It's almost like magic, right? Holy. So if we're being taken care of, everything around us, like it just comes. There's no need for jobs. Right? And so, like, I'm really, really trying to figure it out. So I'm like, okay, so my life in California, I'm trying to figure out what was happening in California. Because we had a, like, I don't know, my memories of the house, that like, it wasn't that nice, but everyone's telling me it was really nice, so I guess we'll see. But it was given to us. Like, we didn't pay for it. Like, with money, we didn't pay for the house. Someone like was about to die and left it to us to live in. And so that's the house that we were living in. We never paid for it with money, with our own money. Remember this trust fund that they're hiding and keeping from us? The trust fund, okay? We couldn't use it even if we had it. That's the insane thing. Okay, so we had the house, and I'm like, okay, so like groceries, like how did that all work? Government credit card. A government credit card. Yeah. We just had a credit card. He's like, some things we'd want and we'd have to figure out a way to get it. But like, so I'm like, okay, so like if we go to McDonald's, I'm not using my money, I'm using government credit card. And he's like, yeah. Okay, so everything was paid for the government and we never paid for anything. Yeah. Okay. We never. So what's the point of having a trust fund if we can't even use the money? Why do we even have it? It's like bait for scammers. It's like the spell book. Remember the spell book like I talked about? Like there's some of us, like some of our kind, and I'll tell you the story and people will still think something different because they're retards. But there's like, there's a female and they live in a dark castle and they're more like gothic, right? And they have a spell book and they recite their spells and, and things happen. And everyone's trying to get the spell book. They got these big plans to get the spell book. And they get the spell book and it does nothing. Because we're the ones with the abilities. We do the things. Do you see what I mean? But then all these people had this coalition and they came together to try and steal the spell book, and they were hurting people and to steal this spell book. But when the spell book wasn't anything. But what the spell book did was it showed us where all the bad people are. Do you see? So we could take them out. Take out all the bad people. Out. Right? Okay. So the trust fund, the money, is kind of like the spell book. The government knows this. Obviously, they wouldn't just give somebody a credit card to just like live life. Obviously, they know this, right? They set it all up. Okay. So everything was paid for. Oh, tell them about the shopping thing. Okay. So in California, I remember someone going, oh, let's go shopping, right? We'll go shopping. And we go, and like I'm trying on dresses, and I like them. Of course I like them, but I can't pay for them, right? So I like them, but it's like, okay, I have to put it back because they're not giving it to me. So I have to put it back. And then I go home, and then like we can read minds, right? So then I figure out that that whole shopping trip was just a scam to try and steal my money. Because like all the clothes, they changed all the price tags before we even got there. So like the nice ones that they knew I'd like $100 dress, $10,000 dress, you know? So the whole thing, it was all a setup and a scam. But I mean, like if I was going to go along with their scam, and I guess that wouldn't really work because it's government money. Yeah. Anyways, they tried to scam me and they couldn't scam me. They couldn't scam me out of the government's money. Do you see? Where does the government get the money? From everybody. They crowdsource it from everybody with their taxes and their tickets and their all that bullshit. It's kind of like everybody is taking care of us. Like, and it's kind of like we know all your scams and we're just trying to reveal you. We're just trying to find where all the scammers are. Doesn't it seem like that? Doesn't it seem like that? So here I am in Canada. And so what I figured out happened was they cloned me at some point, right? So, well, they cloned me a few times. So it's like I was living lifetimes at the same time, but not really. Like, it's still like I lived all the way through, and then I lived all the way through, and then I lived all the way through. So when they shot me in the back of the head in California, I just woke up in my body in Canada, but I had already lived my whole life in Canada. Do you see? But Elon couldn't be with me because he was with me in California. So we were just trying to get through here, right? So I'm really trying to like wrap my brain around what the fuck is happening here, because it's all set up too, but I don't have a government credit card. There's no government credit card. I guess because they thought Elon, or none of the guys were around me, they like stepped up their scams to like super scam mode. I don't know. But so remember, okay, so do you know why I can't spend my own money? Why I can't pay you? I can't give you anything. I can't gift you. I can't donate. Do you know why? Because it kills you. You die. If I not hand, but you know what I mean. If I donate to you, quote unquote, everyone's going around on the internet, donate to me, donate to me, donate. Like they give me money to donate. Like it's so funny. But it's like, the reason we can't give anything is because you die, and everyone knows that. The government knows that, because why would they give us a government credit card? So they know. So, okay, so I'm going through life and they're making me work a job. And I'm like they're making me work at McDonald's. And all these people are saying, oh, that's not true, that's not true. Well, actually it is true. But I couldn't have worked at McDonald's unless I wanted to work at McDonald's. Do you see? Like, you thought you were doing something to hurt me, you were fucking yourselves real bad. Because everything I touch, there's something associated with it. I'm serving people at one of the busiest McDonald's in the world. Hello, retard. Hello, retard. Anybody home, retard? Nobody's home. Touch, looking at my face. All these people looking at me, touching things. How? Like, that would get out of control real fast. I'm talking real fast. So what is going on to cover up all of this stuff? Like, what's going on? Right? What's going on? Because, I'm thinking now, so like all these scams, right? Like I was living in a house and they told me that I was married to some guy who I wasn't married to, but then I wanted to leave and get a divorce, but then like I had to get my money out of the house. But like, do you see what I mean? It's just like, what did you guys do to make this work? Because I can't live in a house that isn't mine. I can't live in a house that isn't mine. So I can't rent. I can't go and rent because everyone will just keep dying. Anyone who knows about it, die. See? Okay, so I lived in this house and they told me that there was like equity in the house, and so I had to take half the equity out of the house and he gets half the equity. Like, I don't know, what weird scams are you guys doing that don't make sense? Anyways, that's for other people to figure out. I already posted like a bunch of this stuff like on the internet for you guys to go and research, right? Like the first house that I quote unquote bought, but I couldn't live in, it had to be my house. They told me I bought it with my fake husband and his sister and her husband. And they put me in the basement, living in the basement of this house. And then they told everybody that I was just a renter in her basement. But I can't live in a house that's not mine. So that means that was my house. And they put me as a renter in the basement. And remember, I'm trillions of years old. So what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Right? Why am I letting this happen? Why am I letting these people scam themselves? Okay? I go every day. I pay for groceries. I don't pay for groceries. I don't have a government credit card here. Wherever I am. I don't have a government credit card. Right? I'm in an AI program. There's no government credit card. So I go to Morton's. I go to the clothing store. I'm paying for my own money. My own money. I'm paying. Okay? Go to Morton's. Go to this store, paying. No government credit card. My money. Mine. Paying. It means that all these people are dying. Because not just like the person receiving the money at like Tim Hortons dies. Anyone who knew about that transaction dies. The owner dies. Like anyone associated with that transaction drops dead. Like I'm not joking. Drops dead. Okay? So what's going on? What's going on? Because I'm going out and I'm buying things. But it appears like they're still walking around. It appears. I see like the same person at Tim Hortons all the time. It appears like they're still walking around. The dead can't see the living. The dead can only see the dead. God, us, we can see the dead, the living. We can show you all kinds of illusions. Like I could literally do this. Show you this illusion. Take you out of your bed. I could take you somewhere abandoned. I could torture you all night until you die. And then you wake up in your bed and you go, oh, that was an illusion. That didn't happen. I could do that with my mind because I'm God. Okay? So you get it. So anyone who's dead, anyone who acted against me is not alive. Okay? So there is a place here where everyone's alive. But they can't see any of these people who are acting against me. Do you see? So how do you know if you're dead or if you're alive? How do you know? If you're, the technology makes it seem really different. But if you're somewhere, I don't know, like, and you see someone in person, not digital, in person, and they start talking on about how they're the queen of Nibiru, I'm an alien, like they're talking about me, like she doesn't deserve that. Like if you're seeing them with your eyeballs in person, that person's dead. You're seeing the dead. You are dead. Do you see? All the people who are alive, they might be subjected to it digitally, but in real life, in person, they won't see those people. Do you see? Do you see the confusion? So that must mean where people are alive, all these people must be dropping dead. Like, what's going on where people are alive? That all these people are dropping dead and no one's doing anything about it. Maybe they can't see it. Is it an illusion? Are they stuck in a video game? Or are they dead? Which one is it? It just seems to me like you need to bring me to my things. Because what you think is going on is not going on.